guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm going to show you how to make this butterfly terrarium. I've done this as a short, but I wanted to do a more in-depth version where I show you all the console buttons a little bit more in depth, as well as go through the PC buttons. So we can make this any shape we want, but I'm going to go ahead and do the same as I did in my shorts version of this, and I want to do it on an angle because I really like the way it looks. So for this I'm going to go 2 out, go 1, and then 1 across the front and 1 there, like so. Just because I really like the shape. Like I said, you can do this any shape you absolutely want. There is no limitations of what you can do. Then you're just going to select a big window. Again, it can be any window you want. You could do a full up and down window like this. Again, I'm just going to show you what I did in the short, which I did mine like this, because I'm going to act like it's in a little zoo. So this would be the window you'd look in. It'd be at like eyeball height. So I'm going to put 1 there. And the way I'm raising these, because obviously you can see if I try to snap them where I want, it's not working, is I'm actually raising them up. I'll put all the console keys on the screen. But if you're on PC, I just use the 9 key personally, but it can also be Control 9, Shift 9 or Alt 9. It just depends on your PC. And as always, make sure you have bb.move objects turned on for this. The next thing I'm going to do is raise the platform in this room. So I want to click in the room, and then you're going to use these arrows here where it says raise platform. Do not use this arrow here. If you don't have these arrows, it could be because you don't have the full version of The Sims, you have the legacy version. The legacy version currently isn't available anymore. The Sims did ditch it, but if you haven't updated, you might still have the legacy version, so do check that. And if they're still not showing up, just make sure you're fully up to date, because platforms have been in the game for a very long time now, so I feel like most people should have it, but I know some people say they don't. You might have to look online. I don't know what any other reason would be why you wouldn't have platforms. So I'm going to raise this up till it meets the bottom of the windows like that. So I just needed 3 times for this window. This window is from Snowy Escape and I absolutely love it. Then for the inside, I'm going to use a grass carpeting. I'm going to use, sprouted grass? I'm going to use sprouted grass because it has some little flowers on it, but there's also quite nice actually flowers, but you can use normal grass. You could use dirt, just use whatever flooring you would want. The next thing is to use lots and lots of plants. To get access to more plants, you can get debug. If you don't know what debug is, it is just items that are around the game. Like all these items here, this tree, these sort of stuff, all this is debug. And if you can see, when I highlight over this tree, it says debug. To get this, you'll need to open the cheats bar and put bb.showHiddenObjects. You'll need the testing cheats true on as well before you do this, apologies. And you can also do bb.ignore unlocked objects. I can't remember. I'll put them on the screen because I can't remember exactly what they are, and it will give you so many more options for not just plants and trees, but for absolutely everything. So now what you want to go ahead and do is fill in this space with some plants. So I'm gonna just drop the walls down so I can see, and just put as many plants in you want. You can see my wall isn't tall enough for this, but we can just size this down. I will put all the buttons on the screen as always. If you're on PC, it should just be the square bracket key, the left square bracket key. And sometimes you can have to put shift square bracket key, control, or alt square bracket key. That is a running theme. If the single item doesn't work, try shift, control, and alt alongside of it. If you have a problem where you want this moved forward and it's falling into the platform, you can just raise it up. So you will need hidden objects on, I think, for the next one, or the ignore unlocks. I can't remember which section it is, but it is for the butterflies, which are from Outdoor Retreat. So you will need this pack for this. Somebody asked if frogs work. The frogs don't quite work. I'll show you why in a moment. Yeah, if you don't know where the butterflies are, if you put in the show hidden objects, you will get these little terrariums, and you can see if you highlight over them, they say what they are, like termite, katydid, fire ant, mosquito, blah blah blah. So I'm just going to look for the butterflies, but you can use any other thing. I'll show you the moth as well. It's bees, ladybugs, another butterfly, firefly. I think there's only 4, but I'm just going to double check. So yeah, that is all of the butterflies, and you can see here you can't see anything. So if you click these and you size them down to as small as you can get them, again, you still can't see anything, but I'll show you how to show them. So if you go back into live mode and you press play, and they will appear just like so. So this is why the frogs don't work. Let's just pick a frog up, and if you try size down the cage, you can see, look, it still has this bit across the top, so it doesn't quite work. You can sort of get logs sometimes to sit across them and hide them a little bit, but it's super annoying. So that's why I'm just using these from Outdoor Retreat. So now every time you click on one of these, the butterfly will show up, but then as soon as you let it go, it will disappear. So this is the point where we want to put it into here, and you can just place them on leaves and stuff, and try hide the little terrarium thing underneath as much as possible. But I could go ahead and place this on here and then just go back in afterwards and put some grass over this to hide it totally. Or if you have tool mod, there is the option to do this. I will show you. So if you just click on it and you scale this, and we scale this down to 0.001. And you can see it disappeared because it is that small. But you can just cover things up with plants. So there's both options. Like this one, if I just place this one here, you can see that is only just showing through here, and it sort of just looks like it's a little bit of a plant. And when I go into live mode and press play, appear. Some of them will be placed a little bit more than others. You might have to back and forward with going between build mode and live mode. But you can add as many butterflies as you like. I like to add quite a lot since they don't have a lot of movement. So adding a few more in so you get movement from different ones at different times makes things look a little bit better. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!